I rate Arteta as a manager, but there's a few things that are just sus. Do you know what I mean? Like that back, you guys remember how we were getting clowned on defensively. Remember Stuffy? Oh my days.
I mean, bringing it back to Arsenal, it's another loss. It's another 3 points away from top four.
I mean, we were out. That was the game, wasn't it? Really, if we'd won that, would have been closer to them, like a point behind them if we'd won that game.
I mean, you're starting to look at the point where your only hope for Europe is Europa League. And I just want to talk about how important this is.
Oh my god!
Because I don't think people have quite clocked how important this actually is for a top six, or a big six. We'll talk about top teams later on in the podcast. But in terms of a big six club, not getting in Europe, slowly declining. I mean, don't get me wrong, they could have a season out and refresh, but Arsenal are slowly declining. And if they don't get into Europe, is that the point of no return?
Okay, all right. Let me just put this out there because a lot of people have said this before about other clubs, and I just want to put examples out. Because Liverpool have done exactly the same thing. Where I think it was the first season Klopp came in. The second season they were out of any European football. They're out of Europe and they're finished 7th. So you can bounce back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think people give credit, and a lot of people don't clock just because of the performances that Arteta has actually made some improvements. Defensively, we've been better than Wenger's last season and Emery's seasons. He steadied the ship defensively because God knows that back. You guys remember how we were getting clowned on defensively. Do you remember Mustafi? Oh my days! The meme compilations of Mustafi doing those terrible dives, and obviously he's identified the targets we need. Signing the likes of Pablo Mari and Gabriel to sort of fix our defense, and it's really helped. And David Luiz. The attack has kind of lacked, but he also brought in Thomas Partey who can help in the midfield. And he's got a defensive mind on him.
Yeah, and Odegaard, brought in January, has had a great impact.
You can't deny it.
But do you keep him if you
100%.
go out of Europe?
No,
can you pull him?
That is the thing, isn't it? Really, because at this point, what's funny is it's literally Champions League or bust. There's no Europa League now. We're not going to get in that spot. I don't really think. I think if we beat Chelsea, Liverpool, there we go, got it in the end. If we'd beaten Liverpool the other day, we could have been in a shout for maybe getting Europa League, maybe Champions League. But let's be honest, no, that's not happening. But now it is really, we're going to finish between 7th and 9th, maybe 10th, and we need to beat Slavia Praha on Thursday, and that is it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're definitely favourites to go to the final.
I can see that.
I mean, who else is up there in the favourites? You got Man United.
You have to understand that United, Ajax are also there.
I mean, your side of the draw, I'm pretty sure is quite a. I don't know the exact ones.
We've got Slavia Praha, and then you've got Villarreal, Unai Emery's Villarreal.
Yeah.
And
imagine that, Unai Emery derby.
I would actually love to see that game, but that team is actually
playing
really
pretty well.
scary.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Could you imagine though, like this could either be the worst thing for you playing Unai Emery, or the best thing? Because you could go play Unai Emery, lose. That's got to be one of the worst things. Almost going back to when you lost against Chelsea in the Europa League.
That'd be so embarrassing.
Right.
Yeah.
If you go to the final still, and you lose again, there's two things.
So screwed.
Like you
get clowned on. I think the problem with this is Arteta I rate Arteta as a manager, but there's a few things that are just sus. Do you know what I mean? Like some of these things just aren't. I'm not with like the Lacazette Aubameyang thing. Like Aubameyang, at this point, right? He's not a winger anymore. He could do it earlier in his career at Arsenal when he was a bit younger, but now that's not his position. He's a striker. You can't play him on that wing, especially. There's no creativity behind him. Like him being on the same side as Tierney just doesn't work because Tierney's going to overlap him and cut back, and he's just not there. You can't play both Lacazette and Aubameyang together. Martinelli isn't playing when he should be. Pepe, he was good until Liverpool. I don't know what happened in Liverpool. We've only got one left back. We should have signed a left back in January. We didn't do it. We were looking at Bertrand. We might still get him on a free transfer. There's just a few decisions that I just don't rock with. Like Ceballos was poor. I'd rather have Neni in that team over Ceballos. You should have seen him. The guy is a spinning top. Every time he gets the ball, it's like you can just calculate when he should release a ball, and then you just wait 2 more seconds and then he'll release it every time. It's so late. He slows down play all the time.
Jorginho 2.5.
He feels like it. It feels like a second Jorginho. Whenever it's Jorginho, just slowing down the play. You could have the most. Imagine him a prime winger ball. Imagine him in the what is it? Was it Norwich where he scored that?
Yeah,
class team goal. Imagine that you're doing the little flick passes, pow, pinball football, and Tobias is like, hang on, okay, you make the. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna turn it. Could you imagine? We would never get anywhere. Now, don't get me wrong, Tobias had great performances, but that was nutty. Yeah, that was.